Yesterday, Kavanaugh wrote an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal apologizing for lashing out at the hearing and saying he promises to be independent and impartial if selected to the Supreme Court.
Still a lot of unknowns here as we head into the weekend in a process that has been at points unprecedented.
And to help us break it all down, we have with us political analyst John Dadian is here. And John, we are starting to get a better picture of perhaps how this is going to play out tomorrow. What do you make of today's events?
Well, it's not at points, it's every point is unprecedented, really. Everything from protesting in front of McConnell's house to everything we see. So the vote today, to move it to a final vote, it'll probably stay the same numbers, possibly drop by one, but clearly it looks like it's going to pass unless something happens in the next 24 hours, which again certainly could happen.
Observers, John, have been talking about just how polarized things have been. Can you put in perspective what we're seeing at this time in history versus what we've seen in the past?
It's a different world we're living in. The two of the justices that are considered on the fringes of our party, Scalia was considered very conservative. He got 98 votes. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, considered extremely liberal, she got 96 votes. Now we're talking about 51, possibly even 50 with a vice president casting the break in. We just never seen it. And unfortunately, I think you might be seeing the trend that's going to last for several years.
Yeah, because we've got the midterms next month. So politics are at play here. We have seen Joe Manchin saying he will vote yes, and he's in a conservative state. So talk about how politics are at play here.
See, again, Manchin, that's the only Democrat that both voted today and is likely to vote tomorrow. So again, with the 98 votes for Scalia, you just don't see that. The Democrats voted for good candidates. So yeah, it just, like I said, and I've always said to really start looking in the future, I said during the campaign before Trump was even sworn in that the president who serves this term for 4 years will possibly get 3 appointments. So I think you might see another appointment within the next 12 months.
Wow.
How much is the fact that the midterm elections are looming so closely, how much is that affecting what we're seeing happening here in the Senate?
You know, I'm in a minority opinion on this. I don't think it's affecting a lot because for the midterm elections, I think the issue is going to be Trump. It's not so much as far as where the court's going or stalling to get a Democrat on the court if the House flips, etc. I think the issue is going to be Trump. Here's what's really going on with the midterm elections. It's the oldest cliche that I've used on this station several times. Since the dawn of this republic in the 1700s, people like their own congressman, but they don't like Congress. So I don't see it. If it does flip, it's going to be just by a few votes.
All right, John Dadian, thank you very much breaking this down. By this time next week, you think we will have a Justice Brett Kavanaugh?
I think we'll have one tomorrow.
Tomorrow, absolutely. All right, thank you very much.